3 minutes. That is how long it took Ousmane Dembele to break Bayern Munich in the semifinal. Before the crowd was fully settled, before the cameras had found their angle, before anyone could breathe. 3 minutes. On May 30th, Arsenal walk into the Puskas Arena as the team with the best defensive record in this Champions League. 9 clean sheets in 14 games. 2 goals conceded across the entire knockout stage. William Saliba, Ben White, Gabriel, David Raya. And none of it will matter if Dembele gets 3 minutes. This is the conversation no Arsenal fan wants to have. Not because it's wrong, because it's right. Dembele this season, 33 goals across all competitions. 8 goals in the Champions League alone. 1 goal and 1 assist in the semi-final second leg against Arsenal last year. The match that ended Arsenal's dream in 2025. He was there when it happened before. He will be there when it happens again. But this is not just a story about one player. This is a story about a system that has figured out how to beat every style of football in Europe. Luis Enrique's PSG have won with different scripts all season long. They came from behind against Monaco. They sacrificed attack against Liverpool. They outscored Bayern in a 6-goal aggregate thriller. They do not have one way of winning. They have every way.
Arsenal have one way of winning. Defensive discipline, quick transitions. Saka or Martinelli on the break, Odegaard controlling tempo, Declan Rice protecting the back four. It is a beautiful system. Arteta has built something genuinely elite, but it is predictable. And Luis Enrique has had 12 months to study it. He studied it before the 2025 semifinal. He won. He has studied it again. He knows exactly when Arsenal press, exactly when they drop, exactly when Odegaard looks left before he passes right. Now here is the specific tactical detail that changes the final. Dembele has been directly matched against Ben White in previous encounters this season. Ben White, who was forced to play right center back for parts of the campaign due to squad injuries. When Saliba dominates the left channel, he always does. The ball goes to Dembele on the right, against Ben White. PSG scored against Arsenal in the 4th minute in the 2025 semi-final. They scored against Bayern in the 3rd minute in the 2026 semi. Do you see the pattern? Luis Enrique attacks the first 5 minutes before the opposition's defensive shape is locked in.
And then there is the psychological scar tissue. This Arsenal squad has lost the Carabao Cup final this season. They lost the FA Cup to a championship club. They went 4 losses in 5 games at the most critical moment of the domestic season. Arteta said after the Bournemouth loss, Arsenal had not performed to their level. He was right. But the question is, why do they drop their level precisely when the moment is biggest? PSG do not have that problem. PSG beat Bayern Munich away from home in a semifinal and never flinched. PSG won a 6-5 aggregate thriller and celebrated at the final whistle like men who always knew. That is the mentality gap. Luis Enrique spent 4 years building an identity at PSG. Without Galacticos, no Neymar, no Mbappe drama, no ego wars. Just soldiers who run for each other. João Neves, Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, Hakimi. They are not the most talented squad in Champions League history, but they might be the most cohesive. And cohesion beats talent in one-off finals every time. Arsenal are the better story. 20 years of pain. A fan base that has suffered more than any other in European football. Arteta's redemption arc. Saka's comeback from injury. The first final since 2006. Football does not reward better stories. Football rewards better teams. And right now, PSG are the better team. Dembele will score in Budapest. Arsenal will chase the game. Luis Enrique will win his 2nd consecutive Champions League. And Mikel Arteta will sit in the dugout, staring at the grass, understanding exactly what he has to fix before next season. Unless Saka is fit. Fully fit. Not 70%, not halftime substituted as a precaution. Unless Odegaard finds his best form at exactly the right moment. Unless Arteta studies the 2025 semi-final loss and solves it in 9 days. Unless Arsenal find that something extra that only finals can unlock, because sometimes the better story wins.